Andy, tough one to take that, I imagine, particularly after having led 2-0 in normal time.
Yeah, we've thrown the game away twice to concede. Last minute equaliser in normal time, and then the exactly the same thing in extra time. Makes it very tough to take. To go 2-0 up against a team who were third or fourth in our league, and then we lost control of the game a little bit, and they can do that too. They pin you back with the way they play, and they may play balls behind you and get balls in the box, and that's why we've conceded to say that the two equalisers in normal time and extra time.
What did you say to the players at full time to try and get their heads around that? Because I imagine mentally they probably felt a bit demoralised at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. To do that, but there was 30 minutes of the game left, and the game wasn't over. We'd thrown away it, but we could get back. And when we go back in front again, and you look at the clock and thinking, we just now need to see this period out. And we didn't deal with balls into the box. And they say that they put you under pressure, but we've got to defend our box better than that, and we've got to stay with men better than that and get better clearances. And we got run off for the goals.
Is it a concentration issue from them?
Listen, the guys that are giving so much, that's our 31st game of the season, and because of injuries within that game, you're having to take players off who you don't really want to, and you're looking at others who can only play so long. So Gavin has to come off at half time. Both Ollie and Alfie have to come off in the second half, and Conor Grant comes on for Gav at half time, but can only play. It was a max of 30 minutes. So as soon as the game then goes into extra time, then they've got to take him off as well to protect him for the long term. So there's obviously disruption to the team, and then that obviously affects how we're playing towards the end. But listen, the guys are giving everything, and we've now got to think long and hard about how that game has ended, and how can we affect the future. And we've got to recover, and we've got to get on with it. No one's going to feel sorry for ourselves. So we've thrown the game away, and we've only got ourselves to blame.
No, I was going to say that is a matter of protecting those lads like Connor and Alfie and all that, because you've talked previously about the amount of games you've got coming up. But why do you perhaps need to protect them to that extent when they're only playing an hour here and there? I'm just asking for a bit of insight as to what they need. So
Gavin Massey had to come off at half time with a calf. Alfie felt his hamstring, what he'd missed in the previous 2 weeks. Ollie, it was an impact on the knee. As I said, Conor Grant, because of the load and what he's come back from the period of time out, and his injury history makes him a massive concern again. So obviously the advice from the medical department is that this is as long as he can play. He went over that by 15 minutes, and as soon as the game then goes to extra time, he has to come off. I'm trying to look at the end of the game to make a substitution, but always with the concern, if you make another one within normal time and then it goes to extra time, Conor Grant can't play the game.
Ryan Loft got his first goal. That was a big thing for him, but Sod's Law, he's the guy who has it on his shoulders that he missed that last penalty as well. How's he taken that? Because I imagine he's had a range of emotions tonight.
Listen, delighted with how he came on and impacted the game, showed a lot of energy, got hold of the ball, chased when they had the ball, took his goal really well. And listen, it takes bravery to go up and take a penalty in any situation, but particularly in a shootout. So all five players who went and stood up. Listen, penalties get missed, it is what it is.
Ben Garrity obviously is in the same boat. He's scored twice for you, he's missed a penalty as well, but he's proven that he's got that strong mental character to come back from that. Is he somebody you can get the others to look to and say, there's a lad who's had a mix of stuff tonight and he'll still come out the other side? You need to do that too.
Absolutely, you've got to look at yourself first and foremost, and life is tough at times, and you take the hits, but you've got to get back up again, and you've got to take that next step forward, and that's what we'll do.
Looking ahead then, obviously it's the first of 3 big games in a week as well. The schedule's not been forgiving, but you've got to try and come back from this quickly, haven't you, against Wigan, and then obviously you've got the big game next Tuesday as well. It's a big time mentally and physically for both you and the players.
Yeah, we have to recover, obviously physically and mentally in the next couple of days, and then come back in and focus on Wigan. Wigan's our priority, obviously, and we have to prepare for that game and play that game first and foremost before we even think about Middlesbrough. But so tonight it's just disappointing that we could have got through to the third round of the FA Cup, and how far we've got in the Carabao Cup to become the first Port Vale team to have done that. So that's the disappointing aspects, and I say to be in front 2-0 and then 3-2 and concede in the last minute of normal and extra time against a team who are playing really well in our league and obviously high up the table, it makes it really disappointing.